What's happening, guys? Today I'm going to tell you what foods completely destroy your gains. Yes, that's right. There are, in fact, foods that will destroy your gains. It'll make it much harder to build muscle. It'll make it harder to lose fat. It's just not something that you want in your life. However, it's probably not what you're thinking, right? It's not sugar, and it's not bad foods. It's not eating dirty. While you certainly don't want to fill your diet with a lot of those foods, that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is most people seem to have intolerance towards foods, and they don't necessarily even know it. And if you have an intolerance towards a food, that is going to make it much more difficult to build muscle or lose fat or just not feel like crap all the time, right? So if you find yourself in a position where your digestion is off all the time, if you're running to the bathroom or if you're in a situation where you're just not feeling good, your stomach is hurting all the time, it's probably time to go through an elimination diet. And you could do something like a low FODMAP diet or whatever else, but it can be as simple as just taking any foods that you suspect may be a problem and eliminating it for a few days and see how it goes. All right, it can be that simple sometimes. But if you have an intolerance to something, like for instance, I have a gluten intolerance. So if I eat gluten, I feel like garbage. I get run down. My libido drops. I feel like garbage all the time. My digestion is off, my stomach hurts, the bathroom is not a pretty sight. There's a lot of problems that happen if I'm eating gluten, and that's because I have an intolerance to it. And if you have an intolerance to it, you're not absorbing everything. You have malabsorption, so you're not absorbing all the vitamins and nutrients and minerals and everything that you're supposed to be getting out of the food that you're trying to get out of it, and it's going to make progress much worse. So those are going to be the foods that are going to really destroy your gains, so to speak, and make the process much more difficult. So we need to eliminate foods that we have intolerances to or an allergy to, and that's going to give us much better gains. Outside of that, if you're trying to build muscle, just make sure that you're eating 1 gram per pound of protein. Make sure that you are eating enough calories, or you want to be in a small surplus to be able to effectively build. Now, you don't need to be in a big surplus. If you're about maybe 200 calories or so above your maintenance calories, you're going to be in a good position to build muscle and minimize the amount of body fat you gain during the process. You're going to gain some, but you can minimize it this way. But just because going a little bit over helps you build muscle doesn't mean that going a lot over helps you build more muscle. That's not necessarily the case, and it usually isn't the case. So if instead of doing 200 to 300 calories over your maintenance, you started eating 1,000 calories over your maintenance, you're probably not going to build any more muscle, but you're going to store a lot more body fat that you're going to have to take off down the road when you go into your cutting phase. So just kind of keep that in mind. So anyway, hope this video helped. Any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you later.
I'm addicted to the love that you're giving. Every minute, every day I've been craving.